5, 4, 3.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Dawn Perkins.
And I'm Daniel Drake. Welcome to Long Beach Local News Weekly Update. Please feel free to join our live chat and let us know your questions throughout the show. We'll try our best to address as many as we can before we finish.
Let's begin with our top news stories for this week. Please stay tuned for each story throughout the show. 222 migrant children have reportedly reunited with sponsors. A DUI checkpoint is being held tonight. Long Beach City Council agrees in settlement to pay $250,000 in case of police officer who accidentally shot driver. Homeless removed from mass encampment downtown. Also, Long Beach residents can expect a 160-unit affordable housing project to be built by 2025. Long Beach Transit is also expected to receive a $6.5 million grant to extend routes to UCLA.
Which is exciting news. There's lots going on this week. But nearing 1 full month of operations, the Long Beach Convention Center, which is currently housing several hundred migrant children, has reportedly reunited a total of 400 children with sponsors as of today. The facility is run by Health and Human Services, which is a federal organization. Health and Human Services describes its sponsor as either an immediate relative, distant relative, or, in their words, others who may be qualified to care for an unaccompanied alien child. The latest update from the city states that there are a total of 353 children at the facility awaiting reunification. As this facility is a federal operation and not a city or county one, census information regarding the total number of children at the facility and their reunification is disclosed to Mayor Garcia's office directly at the discretion of the Health and Human Services and Office of Refugee Resettlement on a weekly basis. In addition to general census information, the city has included in their weekly report the total number of COVID cases present within the population of migrant children being held at the facility. Currently, 5 children in the care of HHS at the facility are testing positive for the virus. Their conditions are unknown. The city has organized several avenues for community support of the children being held at the facility. In cooperation with Health and Human Services, restrictions, and policies, community members are being asked to initiate correspondence with the children through a letter writing campaign. Letters will be accepted until tomorrow, Saturday, May 22nd. More information on locations and requirements for letters can be found at longbeach.gov. But for those who want to go above and beyond and who are interested in becoming a sponsor for one of these children, may do so by finding details about requirements about the application process at healthandhumanservices.gov.
The Long Beach Police Department is holding a DUI checkpoint tonight on May 21st from 6 p.m. to 2 a.m. in the North Patrol Division. Checkpoint locations are chosen based on a history of DUI crashes and arrests. Drivers charged with a DUI face an average of $13,500 in fines and penalties, as well as a suspended license. Stay safe out there tonight and have a good weekend.
Those are some hefty fines, so hopefully everybody does take the advice and really stay safe. But in other news, Long Beach City Council has approved to pay $250,000 to settle a case that alleges a Long Beach police officer carelessly shooting a man outside of a music festival in downtown Long Beach in February of 2019. Late that evening, the victim, Anthony Garcia, was driving a Honda Civic where he passed by an officer who was helping with traffic control to ask directions to the freeway. According to the officer's report, Garcia was shot in the arm after the police officer noticed Garcia and the 4 passengers in the car had open alcohol containers, and a passenger in the back seat with a handgun partially hit him between his legs, which quickly led to a guns-drawn car stop. As the officer attempted to turn on a flashlight attached to their weapon, they allegedly fired accidentally, according to the police report, hitting the victim's forearm, causing serious, debilitating, and permanent injuries, such as loss of strength, loss of range of motion, as well as severe and ongoing pain. The City Council has approved the settlement in a closed session on Tuesday night. A judge must still officially dismiss the case, but the settlement essentially ends the lawsuit from entering further litigation.
LA County sheriffs traveled up the Los Angeles River here in Long Beach Monday morning, posting notices warning unhoused individuals living within encampments along the river that they would need to leave. Ocean Blue Environmental Services, in tandem with Long Beach Public Works crew, reportedly cleared up abandoned encampments along the river. This initiative comes with its fair share of controversy. We spoke with several of the residents living along the river who had been notified of their evictions on the issue, as well as several deputies and public works employees distributing the notices. Those being evicted seem to be distressed over their displacement and the lack of empathy they feel is needed in finding a resolution in the conflict. Public officials participating in this sweep state that they feel that these evictions are justified because they are reportedly being offered several forms of assistance in turn.
Which was interesting, being on the scene, reporting there at the LA River and talking to all of the officers, public officials, as well as the people living in the encampments, was that, they were very nondescript on the resources being provided, who was providing them, how long they were available for these people, as well as whether or not these people really were asking for these resources or whether they were just being pacified. But you've also done your fair share of reporting with this community, and it's difficult to see these situations in this conflict where, there are genuine concerns on either side, but seemingly a lack of communication thoroughly between the two.
Right.
But in other news, a local nonprofit, Skid Row Housing Trust, plans to build a 160-unit affordable housing project in the Washington neighborhood. The housing project, also known as The Union, is located at 1401 Long Beach Boulevard. The housing project was created to help provide Long Beach's lowest income households in the city, as well as homeless veterans, an affordable home. Skid Row Housing Trust is a Los Angeles-based nonprofit working here in Long Beach. The project will cost approximately $80 million. And to take a deeper look, the city of Long Beach has a tight housing market with a low vacancy options, which in turn raises prices to own and rent property here in Long Beach. According to the U.S. Census Bureau, the housing projection has not kept up with the population growth and housing demands here in Long Beach. The project may help provide affordable options for extremely low and low income households. A lottery system may be put into place to determine which applicants will end up getting to live there, but it's not set in stone yet. The project is expected to be completed by 2025.
Long Beach Transit is expected to receive a $6.5 million grant to extend their commute to UCLA's Westwood campus. The California Transportation Commission is expected to pay for 5 battery electric buses. The transit is making efforts to help combat climate change. Long Beach Transit is a nationwide leader in sustainability, being one of the first agencies to buy battery electric buses just 6 years ago. And the Long Beach Police Department is asking for the public's help in locating 11-year-old critical missing juvenile Leilani Success Collins, who was last seen on Thursday, May 20th, 2021, at approximately 11:30 a.m. Collins was last seen in the 5400 block of North Paramount Boulevard. Collins went missing earlier in the day. However, she had returned home prior to officers' arrival. Once officers left the residence, Collins fled for a second time. Collins has been reported missing in the past and is familiar with the public transit system. And anyone with information regarding this missing person is urged to call the Long Beach Police Department Missing Persons Detail at 562-570-7246 or Police Dispatch at 562-435-6711. And anyone wishing to remain anonymous may submit a tip through LA Crime Stoppers by calling 1-800-222-8477.
In a similar sentiment, please let us know what's going on in your area. We want to know. We want to educate the public on what's going on and what's important to you. So if you see any news in your neighborhood, call or text us at 562-653-NEWS. That is 562-653-6397.
Thank you for watching. Please stay safe and enjoy your weekend. Don't forget to tune in next week to find out what's new in Long Beach, from local attractions to breaking news. I'm Dawn Perkins.
And I'm Daniel Drake. This has been your weekly update with Long Beach Local News.